Damn, what is up? The squad, the Cess favorite auntie with Uncle Tendencies in the building with MJLover23, Mr. Lover. So Cess Talks Bets with MJ Lover. MJ, what's good, man? What is good? We got to get to the shekels.
I am upset right now. Again.
What happened? What the hell?
Consecutive days. It's a little bit different though.
Okay, so what you got?
I don't like the one thing I don't like about South Carolina's media or management or the whoever is in the athletic department that handles the public relations. I don't like how they keep things so tight knit that they don't even let their fans know or get an idea of updates on players that we are asking about. Nothing. I've seen no updates on Aston Watkins at all. And usually, and I'm just saying this just off of experience, usually when they're doing this, it's not the best of news. I'm just saying, I don't know if she's coming back next game or if she's coming back in March. I don't, or anything in between. We haven't heard anything. I haven't seen anything. I guess that's the one of the good things too, is that their circle is very tight, right? And not a whole lot gets out without them wanting it to get out, which is a good thing, especially when you're looking for that anonymity and the control over the narrative of whatever is going on. So I'm just a little bit irritated by not knowing, when she will be back. Not saying that, I mean, we got some big games coming up soon. This next game on Thursday, I'm not too worried about. It should be it'll be a good game to watch, of course. But I'm thinking a little bit forward into the schedule right now.
Well, I mean, I think that Dawn has a radio show tonight, this evening at like 6. Maybe she'll address it then. She usually talks on like Tuesday or Wednesday,
right,
for the game. So I guess if it was an MRI, then would they tell us right away? I'm not sure.
The MRIs are
they know immediate. They know immediately.
Exactly. Yeah, they know immediately. So
my thinking is like no news is good news, but who knows?
Right.
Just keep the prayers out there. I know that we don't want to say anything prematurely. Dawn is really, really good about being like, yeah, I don't know. The doctors, I'm a coach. I don't know. I wait till the doctor tell me. So I'm sure it's some of that going. And then two is just whatever the news is, making sure that it's received within the team, and then we understand how we move forward from here, and then probably an announcement. So,
yep.
I'm sure that they'll probably ask on the radio show tonight. I am looking to see if I'm going to be able to. Somebody sent me the information. I'm looking to see if I'm going to be able to tune in or find a way to tune in on the app or something like that. So as soon as I get some news, I'll share. Right. Bree Wayne, the bot in the building. Damn. Breakfast show, I guess. Pew. Okay, he's shooting us up already. Pew, Coach Coleman. I see you back there. You got snow in your area? I'm bracing myself for the worst and hoping for the best.
Now, with that said,
by the whole creed, we wish her rim protection is needed in the Texas game. Okay. What you got? I'm sorry. We live by the wish, not the hope. Don't do that.
It would be great to have her for that. If she's healthy. The wish that the hope. So I mean, like I said, I want everybody to be as healthy as they can be for when the games are really on the line.
Yeah, Big Drip run a tight ship. Ain't no insiders. Ain't no rumors coming out. There don't be no rumors around Ash.
Yeah, she sure
tight shit. We don't get. Don't be no rumors. You'll get put right out the club. You get to spreading rumors.
Nope.
None of that. Ain't no pictures.
Yeah.
We don't know if Ash is in class. We don't. Mum is the word on that.
Well, she should be in class
we
for sure.
sure lose 2 more games. It is what it is. You think you got us losing 2 more games? No.
Who is that? Is that Bree Wayne? That's Bree Wayne.
It's the bot. It's the bot. to me, you know, first of all, I'm no news is good news. So I'm expecting Ashland back until I hear something different. Um, but it's also an opportunity to really see what Adele Top. You see Adele Top probably a few more minutes as rim
Mhm,
protection allows. I think that we were probably planning to see her against
mhm.
Texas A&M and probably Texas Some, especially with Odaker out there. So just really y'all know Joyce has 0 rebounds
Yeah.
in 20 minutes. Joyce will be fine, Brewan. She's a freshman. Emily was good.
Who
Bree
has
Wayne
zero
has been up.
rebounds?
Joyce in 21 minutes.
Ooh,
Bree Wayne is here to give us
yeah, that's a little
all
ugly,
of the
but
bad news. What did Chloe do? And then how many did we win by? I don't know. I get so caught. I don't know. She had all of the rebounds
yeah,
she
the
needed
bad
for us to
news.
win.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Hmm.
all I can
Right.
say is there's an opportunity for improvement this game, Bree Wayne. I don't know where we go. Where we go with that damn tack? Don't know where to place herself in rebounds. She's trying, but she looks very raw. She is very raw. But in
Uh,
5 minutes, she gave us nine points and 6 rebounds. She'll build on that. Yeah, the bot mind never sleep. Tack will be
well,
ready
she
next year
told
for
us
sure.
that she's working back, right? So I mean, yeah, you've been hurt for two years straight, right? It's hard to trust your body. I think I told this story online. I told it either in the Discord. I can't remember if I told it on one of the shows when I tore my ACL.
Hmm.
Um, they told me I don't from surgery to recovery, 7.5 months. They told me I was ready to go back and play, and I was like, that's a little early. And it's like, nah, it looks like it went well. Yada yada yada. So probably a week or two after that, I went back to practice. Played in my first games. It took me another 6 or 7 months before I even tried to dunk. And the only reason that I did try to dunk is that I think it was one game the referee was pissing me off, um, calling these touch fouls and these weak calls and not explaining himself.
Hmm.
And they were taking the ball out of bounds, and I jumped the passing lane and stole it. Went in and just tried to tear the paint off the rim on a dunk. And when I came down, I was like, oh, I guess I was ready. I
Yeah, I'm
wasn't.
all right
I
after
had
all.
no idea. So you gotta. I mean, I had to get out of my mind. I had to go into a state of anger to actually get past the thought of what happens if I try to take off on this knee. It took me another 6 months um, before that happened. Right. So athletes know that you sometimes you can't trust your body unless you have that confidence where you're like, if the doctor says so, or even I feel like, how you come back before you're supposed to come back,
Hmm.
that type of thing, right? But yeah, I mean, in those situations where you've been hurt, she's been hurt consistently. Like after I came back from ACL, my dumb ass went out and played in an outdoor tournament on the concrete, not the
Concrete.
concrete with the stones in it, and I ended up tearing my meniscus a little bit again, so I had to go back in for surgery, and I was out for about another 6 to 8 weeks off of that. So um, yeah, you can't expect her to immediately just jump back out there and not have that in the back of her mind, because the I think the second time she got hurt, she wasn't thinking about anything. She was just playing, and it just happened before the season even started. So it's like, I mean, how are you supposed to think when you have those injuries that you're not expecting? Um, Takes a while for you to trust your body again.
Exactly, exactly. I'm excited to see Sakima out here dancing on the Instagram.
Oh yeah, she danced on Instagram. Make sure it ain't an old Instagram.
It looked like Staley just posted this hour ago.
Uh oh. Mm-mm. Drum roll, please. So we are.
Staley's dancing at practice.
Well, that's a good sign of something. I think we will always
They
encouraged by.
got the Jello track playing. They got the Jello track playing at the Gamecocks practice, and they doing the whoa. So if you've heard the Jello track, if you've seen the reaction, if you've seen it in the locker rooms, it has hit Gamecocks practice. So they are jamming to Jello with the whoa. Say he got
There'll
something
probably
here.
be some TikToks out there later on tonight, so be ready for that. Mm-hmm.
She say it's some old school stuff. He done slowed it down for us. I ain't got time. I don't have time. Don is feeling good. Maddie's practicing. Is that what you? Maddie is practicing. Okay, let's go.
Oh, that's good.
See the
Good.
bot coming in with information now.
Uh-huh. She been holding out on this last couple days. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Exactly.
you're slipping. You're slipping, bot. Yep. Slipping. Yep. Well, we checking all these different people and different streams. My alerts are mostly up, and it's
I
actually
got to share.
annoying all my other friends and
Did you get
party
this
people.
alert?
Yeah,
Did you get
when
this
I'm at
alert?
different events, they're like, whose phone is that? I'm like, that's my phone. I'm like, can you turn it
This
off?
man's wife. This man's wife left him over his gambling addiction. Right.
Oh no.
He turned around and hit a parlay for $2 million. Bro, he's laid out. He's laid out on the bed with. He's laid out on the bed with his bread, bro. Like, wife leaves him over the gambling addiction. He turns around and hit a parlay for $2 million, and then made two new wives out of his money. Oh man, I gotta share. I'm gonna share. I don't know if y'all can see the picture. Hold on. This is why. Let me see if I can share this picture. The World Star.
Oh,
Let me
that's
see if I can
great.
share my screen. World Star. Check him out. Check your man's out.
Oh man. Oh man. Like,
Goodness gracious. Get to the shekel. He got to the shekels, did he? Goodness gracious, he got to the shekels. Goodness.
oh, that is so good. Oh
Big
man.
dog.
Made
Big
two
dog.
wives out of his money.
Big dog hit for $2 million.
Oh
Parlay.
man.
Okay.
Oh man, that's great. That's got to go in the
Wow.
Discord for sure.
Wow,
I
that's
guess.
gotta go to the Discord, bro. That's World Star. Let me add that to my favorites.
Oh my god, that is so hilarious. Absolutely love that.
Wow.
That's that's hey man, that's how you do. That's how you get
I
past
mean, talk
some.
about luck of the draw, man. Luck
Oh my
of the
goodness,
draw, bro.
I want to know what those bets were now. Could
Right.
go back and find out what those were.
Right.
Hey. Well, there's that.
There's that. There's that.
That's so good. So we don't have a whole lot of
Hey,
the
yeah,
women's college
we
basketball
gotta check his
schedule is
out. This
absolutely
is
anemic today. So we're
we
not.
got we gotta check your man's out. Pat's picks. He had $1 million 50 he had $1 million ticket out here.
Oh yeah. Uh
Yeah, man, hockey and all kind of stuff. I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link.
oh. Okay. Yeah. Party
Absolutely.
people. These things will be shared in the Discord. So if you are a part of the Discord, be ready for that and some other
For education,
things.
entertainment, informational purposes only. Move the decimals as you need. Move the decimals as you need, left or right,
Exactly.
depending on
Oh, here's
which
another
your
one for you. While we're checking, so I
what
guess
you
got
got.
an alert. Um, the official NCAA women's college basketball futures as of official bookmaker on X.com. North Carolina State plus 4,000 to win the Natty. Plus 1600 LSU. Plus 750 UCLA. Plus 1,000 Texas. Plus 500 Notre Dame. Plus 500 USC. Southern California. Plus 375 UConn and plus 250 South Carolina. Okay. That was as of last month.
Okay.
So last month that was after the UCLA game and South Carolina game, and they still have South Carolina as the favorites to win. So official bookmaker is not like your mainstream casino. They actually specialize in odds making. They don't do dailies. They do, but not in the traditional sense. They're European.
I'm sorry. Stop the press.
Go ahead.
Stop the press. Do you see this last comment in this chat?
What happened?
Tell me what's wrong with it. Tell me what's wrong with this last comment.
Last I checked, it was still plus 250.
You don't. Do you have any shekels at stake? How do you even know what the odds are? For what? For what? Bro, the bot kills me. The bot kills me. Now, for what? Now, I had no idea that we could get betting odds from you. We have not been using the bot properly. This has not been working out properly. What other odds do you happen to know, Bree Wayne?
Exactly.
Never ceases to amaze me, bro. Like, this came out of nowhere. Last you checked, it was still plus 250. Who even knew you were checking? Goodness gracious.
I had no idea.
I just checked last year too.
Yeah, which was last month.
Oh, goodness gracious. Man. For the life of me, I can't figure out this bot, man. For the life of me. Just when I think I got it all figured out. Like, you're here just for the entertainment because you said you don't shuckle. But now you got the insight on the odds. I'm not clear. Never mind. I'm so unclear right now.
Yeah.
Well, all right. This is why she's the boss.
Evidently.
Okay. What's going on here? Like, what?
Exactly. What is going on here?
When did you?
Just ridiculous. We could have retired by now. We're sitting up here holding back on us. We've been here a whole year trying to figure this out.
She's like, you know what? Let me tell you guys what I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Makes no sense.
Thanks, Bree Wayne. Thanks.
Yeah. Thanks for nothing.
Nothing. Before we won, we were number 6. I think we were plus 3,000. And it changed once we beat Maryland and Notre Dame. She's giving a history now of the betting odds.
Maryland and Notre Dame. You talking about last season?
Yeah. We was number 6. Oh. So right now I got us at plus 280. You kind of plus 450.
Yeah, it's about
USC at plus 450. Notre Dame at plus 470. UCLA at plus 600. Texas at plus 1,000.
Yeah. Okay, so that's updated. Okay. Yep. I imagine that's the casino.
State, yeah, Mississippi State, if you're interested, plus 50,000. Yeah. If you're interested.
Plus.
If you're interested.
Oh boy.
You can put some shekels down on people to make the tournament. Looks like Final 4 picks you can do. Some fun future stuff out there.
Yeah, there's some stuff that there's going to be more. There's going to be a whole lot more as the season shakes out. You'll see more in February than you're seeing right now. You're going to see more in March than you see in February. So just you got to keep up with that stuff, because one of the things that you're going to run across is that you may run across one of the bookmakers are going to make a mistake. they're not gonna follow the trends. They're gonna follow somebody, and somebody's gonna have or underestimate somebody and put the odds at somewhere where it's gonna be favorable for you. And when you get it, you gotta take it, because basically one of the things that you can do most of the time is that when you get a futures ticket, um, depending on the casino in itself, you can actually, if let's say you buy the ticket and it's like, oh yeah, there's no way this ticket's going to win. Um, Sometimes you have an option of being able to cash out, even if it's for less than what you bet for. At least you get some of it back instead of losing the whole thing. But when you do get those tickets that are advantageous, like somebody making it to the Sweet 16 or the Elite Eight or the Final Four, that they put really bad odds on, you can get paid. So
Mm-hmm.
you gotta keep an eye on that stuff if you're serious about. Um, one of our one of our chat members won some good shekels on Travis Hunter being the Heisman Trophy winner. Um, she got some really good odds early on in the season, and she was like, "All right, I'm putting some money on it now." And I think she got 6-1 on it. Trying to remember who it was. I can't remember who it was. Why am I drawing a blank right
Was it
now?
Pierce? Was it
It,
Pierce?
I don't think it was. It wasn't. I think it
It
was
might have
Kia.
been. It might have been Kia.
It
Yep.
was Kia highlight. I congratulated her too. I'll congratulate her again. But she took it early on in the season when the odds were really good. That the odds makers, whoever she went with, she found that the odds were pretty good. Better than they were like past the mid point of the season, and she got some good return on that. So you got to be ready to take those futures when you get a chance. So that's what this is all about. It's like,
It looked like Becker's is still the favorite for that John Wooden award too.
yeah. I think so too. But Hidalgo's gonna be a good shekel. I think she's in second, right? So,
Yeah,
uh,
but when I got her doggo for the Wooden, it was a
mhm.
plus 700.
Ooh, damn.
She was
Okay.
plus 7 when I got her. She's like plus 150 now or something, plus 180
Mm,
if you
mm,
catch it now. So like yeah, I caught her
exactly.
early.
Exactly.
Uh Becker's, I think I caught Becker's at like 145. She might be 170 now.
Great example.
Um
Great example. Yep.
so yeah. But them those features I did like right when they hit the app. So like yeah, I got yeah, her
Mm,
doggo is at plus 750
mm,
on that
nice.
wooden.
Yeah. Yep. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Great odds. Great odds on that. So yeah, be ready. They
Yeah,
out there. Yeah, they out there for
be on the
sure.
lookout for them. Be on the lookout for them. Ohio State got a good deal, but they don't got enough. They don't got enough to do what Breland talk to me.
To do
And
what?
be like,
To what? To win the Big Ten? Probably not.
I'm picking them to win the Big Ten.
Yeah, they gotta go through USC and UCLA. It's one of the two.
Yep,
Yeah, that's
yep.
what that reminds me of. This year's Big Ten reminds race for the conference championship reminds me of the yearly battle in the '90s between University of Miami, Florida State, and Florida football. Like they had to play each other, and it was going to be impossible for each one of them to be national champ. One of them was going to be national champions 1 year, or front runners for it. They had to play each other, and
Hmm.
when they lost, they knocked each other out. That's kind of what it seems like in this run too. Like Ohio State's powerful, I think, and I know this may be unpopular, but they have a better matchup against Southern California than they do against UCLA. Um, UCLA has a little bit more height in key positions than USC does. Um, but Ohio State, they're playing like a well-oiled machine right now. So any bets that you can put on them, you'll probably get some good odds on it. But I would be careful because they're still sticking the they're still sticking the spreads too high right now. Anything over 18 points in a victory right now, especially in conference play, is going to be too high. I would definitely take the unders if you get that. That's just in general.
Definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
Not quite. MJ Florida State played Miami and Florida every year, but Miami and Florida punk asses really played each other in football in the 90s.
Yeah.
Well, FM, there's that part.
Yeah.
There's that part.
Right. Exactly. No, 100%. Yeah, it was unfortunate, but that's kind of the way that it was back then. I mean, just think if they had the playoff system back then, shit, it would have been really lit back then, because back then you could actually play old school football. Wasn't this two-hand touching the quarterbacks and all that stuff? But I don't get me started on that. I digress. Yeah, I'm not, man. Don't get me the line over here. So, anyways,
Oh goodness,
we got some good ones coming up here. I think.
Shaq and Dwight going back and forth.
Yeah, I heard
Oh
about that.
goodness.
Shaq is basically stating that he is never going to mention Dwight Howard's name ever again on air. So yeah, he's just irritated. Shaq the bully. Got tired of Dwight fighting back, evidently. And he's just, he's like, whatever. Shaq has better things to do, I guess. But Shaq is the hardest critic of all the centers, because, of course, as dominant as he was, and as much as he used to get beat up, he feels the standards for centers has dropped dramatically, and that was his thing. And
Shaq was
he's
always
not
held to a
entirely
different
wrong.
standard. He
Right.
was always held to a different standard anyway. He was
Oh,
bigger, stronger.
100%.
Got to take the
Yeah,
hits.
exactly. Yeah.
Have you seen the TNT lineup for Unrivaled?
I have not.
So Brendan Glasheen is the play-by-play announcer. Lisa Leslie is an analyst. And Sarah Kustok is an analyst.
Sarah Kustok, yeah, she's from New Jersey, Brooklyn. I mean, yeah, Brooklyn commentator.
Stephanie Reddy, Ali LaForce, Taylor Rooks, and Rob Gold Woody. Is that how you say her last name? I do not know how to say her last name. Sideline reporters.
Taylor Rooks, huh? Okay.
And then studio coverage team will be Candace Parker, Renee Montgomery, and Lauren Barra. Am I saying her name right?
That's fair.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's fair. So they got Taylor Rooks down there, huh?
Yeah, they got Taylor Rooks down there.
Why you say it like that?
They got Taylor Rooks down there. Because, just, okay.
There's a story behind that. I know. There's definitely some type of a story behind that. Exactly, FM. That's what I'm saying.
I
want to hear this in the Discord. I want to hear.
It's no real thing. It's just like, just didn't nobody jump. Taylor Rooks, looker, I get it, but another Joy Taylor, but that's besides the point. Here we go, FM. We see how that went. Listen, Joy is a looker. Joy's a looker. Taylor's a looker. I don't have no problem with that, but it just didn't. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh man, yeah, we have to go through that. I think in light of Revelations, Joy is a little bit more out there than the actual or the other Taylor is, at least with her business. And anyway, yeah. So we still have some good picks, even though women's basketball today is a little bit light. The men's side of things is real heavy. Like top tens are going up against each other right now. There's about at least maybe seven top 25 teams playing today, which is good. It's absolutely fantastic. It is a Tuesday. Tuesday's usually the big day, day for those games. Um, the hockey is almost full slate, which there's some good picks in there. And NBA, of course, has a good slate of games. So this gives us a lot of time because even though I'm going to be out for most of the day before the games start, we'll have some time. I'll have some time to put some 25 or 40,000 to ones into the Discord for some extra shekel excitement. But the picks that we have coming out here are going to be pretty solid, but they are also going to be able to give you some good shekel count. So you know what I always say: if you're going to round robin, do 2 to 4 at a time. You don't have to be a maniac like me, um, and run them back single bets. And if you feel frisky, get yourself in there for a round robin or two, depending on which one makes more sense for you.
Okay, get them in there. And for
Mm-hmm.
the love of God, shop around for the best odds, guys. Let's get to the shekels. Let's get to the shekels.
Hey, here we go. Into the shekels we go. Men's basketball. So we have, to start out, we have Tennessee, number one Tennessee, which is they got a squad again. They were pretty decent last year too. So going up against number 8 Florida. Um, this is a pick 'em, so this can go either way. One of the things that I saw that was intriguing to me was that um, Igor Milicic Jr. over 9.5 rebounds. It looks like he's basically their main rebounder. Like once he gets in there to fight for rebounds, nobody else goes for him. So it looks like that 9.5 may be more achievable than people think it is. So if you can catch that at the plus 102, that's probably going to be the best odds you're going to get. Um, Pitt goes in and plays against number 4 Duke. That point spread looks like it may be a blowout. Hopefully, it won't be a 20-point blowout. But if it is, I would rather be up there with Zach Austin for over 1.5 threes plus 135 is really good on the odds count. He's right at 2. I think he's hit 2 in 3 of the last 4 games. And one of the things I want to do, if once I shorten up the list of picks, I'll probably put some of the odds on why I'm picking some of those up there, so you guys will have an explanation, and it'll educate you on why some of these picks are being picked. Um, but until then, we'll have to go off of the plus minuses. Number 6 Kentucky goes in to play Georgia. This is a two. Georgia's not ranked, but this is a pick 'em. It's less than 3 on the spread. Probably the reason for that is Kentucky has lost some. They've had some bad losses earlier this season already, and they're still number 6, which is amazing to me. Or maybe one. I think there was one big loss that they had that people didn't expect. Um, but I'm looking at Asa Newell um, over 20.5 points and rebounds. Minus 102 is a pretty solid. That should be right up against the line. So hopefully they'll get over and they won't pull him. And they shouldn't. This ought to be a good game to go through, and he'll get a boost from playing at home. So that's good. Arizona plays number 21 West Virginia. Another pick'em game. So I picked a lot of these games because of the ranking, but the spreads are intriguing too. So especially when you get top teams playing against unranked teams and it's a pick 'em, these are going to be really good games to play. But I had Deshaun Jackson for over 0.5 assists as a center. So that basically means if he passes to somebody and they shoot the ball and make it, that's an assist. That's all we need for a 40-minute game. So if he can't get that, then
One pass. We
exactly
asking for one pass. One pass to a shooter.
in
That's all we
40
asking for.
minutes of play. That's it. Utah goes in and plays against number 3 Iowa State. So the men's team is still ranked and highly ranked, while Audie Crooks is sitting here wondering if her teammates are going to show up with her on a daily basis.
Here you
I
go.
digress. We are looking at, um, I'd say, Milian Momsilovic. That is a name for you. So I'm picking the over 10.5 at minus 119. Good shekel count on that. Let's see. In the last, or oh no, this isn't the last one. There's a few more. Number 2 Auburn goes into Texas, plays against the Longhorns. Minus 10.5 is a good spread for them. So the starters may play longer. I don't like the Cardwell blocks prop, so I will actually go with either the Trey Johnson 16.5 points or Arthur Kaluma 12.5 points. Right, so take either one. Don't take both. I don't trust them both to actually hit both of those numbers. So, uh, just giving you a heads up. Number 14, Mississippi State plays against Vandy. Um, the total on this game is bananas. 154.5 for a 40-minute college game. That's a lot. It's a lot, especially against a ranked team too. But since they're doing that, if you feel risky frisky, you can actually go with Tyler Nichols for the 3 pointers, over 2.5 at plus 115. I would settle in and take a chance on Caldwell Harris Jr. for the rebounds over 4.5, means he's had to get 5 rebounds for that plus 115 to pay off. He's really close to that. He's missed it probably, I think, 2 out of the last 3 games, but the ranking for Vandy against guards rebounding is very low. So they're like in the top 50 percentile or something like that, if I remember right. So that rebounding total might be the one that hits more than the other ones. And the last one on the list is to number 24 Michigan goes in and plays against number 22 UCLA. This one's a pick 'em too. It's 3.5 points. Tyler Bilodeau, under 4.5 rebounds. The unders on these are really tricky too, just because this is a home game. I think Tyler plays about. I think he plays like 18 to 20 minutes a game, which is half the game. It's not bad. Um, I don't think he's going to get that rebound total. It just doesn't seem like he's going to, especially against a game with Michigan. Michigan has some good rebounders too, actually, some good athletes on there in their guard section. So I'm picking that one as the one that'll probably be the one that won't go over. Put that in a ticket right now.
All right. Rolling on.
All right. Getting into the NBA. Let's get in here real quick. So Phoenix goes up against Charlotte, and I should probably, one of the smart things I should probably do, especially during this segment, which I don't normally do while we're live, is that I'm going to go through, I'm going to make sure that some of these match up, because I think I got some alerts that there's a few players that are playing and there's a few players that aren't playing for certain teams that might change the actual outcome of some of these bets. Let's see. One of the things is with Phoenix. So for those who don't, or that are not paying attention enough, um, Bradley Beal, through his representatives, has expressed that he is willing to waive his no trade clause to go to 3 contending teams. So I'm not sure how much effort he is going to have in the games coming up before the trade deadline. He's in the lineup tonight, and they have him. One of his props is a quintuple single, which I've explained to you before. That's having a tick in 5 different categories. Um, that actually pays plus 165. I wouldn't take that for him tonight because I don't think he's auditioning, and I think the team's gonna keep his minutes low. If they're gonna trade him, they we all know Bradley Beal is a half a step away from being Mr. Glass, as far as the M Night Shyamalan movie villains go. If you know, you know. But I would say um, Tyus Jones for the steal. That one looked good at first, but then I kind of looked and I thought that Mark Williams would be a better assist for 2 assists. We can get 2 assists from Mark Williams, his minutes has gone up. If we can get 2 assists from him, we're looking good. So looking real pretty for a hit on that, and it's a good shekel count at plus 145. Um, the Houston Rockets. Houston goes up against Washington. For some reason, Washington sometimes plays at home. So sometimes yes, sometimes no for them at home. But when they do play at home, then they make it a game. I'm not saying Houston won't win by double digits, but I'm just saying um, Corey Kispert may not play enough to get that over 2.5 rebounds. So I am picking him to not get over that 3 rebounds. Now, as I look and as I give you guys the straight dope live, his, his rebounding total. So last game, he had 1 rebound against Pelicans, 2 rebounds against the Pelicans, 2 rebounds against Chicago, and 2 rebounds against New York. So last 4 games, he's had 2 rebounds or less. So I'm sticking with the trends on that one. Um, Houston only allows their ninth in the allowed rebounds overall, and to the small forward position, they're kind of middle of the road. But for the most part, they're a good rebounding team. So I'm going with that one. That one looks good. Dylan Brooks has a few that you can gamble on too, but I'm sticking with Kispert on that one. Um, Los Angeles Lakers go into Dallas. That one is going to be so. Let me give you guys a heads up thing because some of you know this, some of you don't. Anytime Golden State, the Los Angeles Lakers, New York Knicks, and I guess you can throw in the Cleveland Cavaliers now. Everywhere they go on the road, they're going to get everybody's best shot. Everybody gets a boost. You can basically look at. I mean, there may be a player that may not, that may not get over their averages, but for the most part, a lot of the players, especially the role players, those are the ones you should be targeting to get a boost on things that on their stats that they usually don't get, because for whatever reason, um, people get up to play those teams, and the Lakers are a part of that still. So when I tell you PJ Washington will most likely get over 2 rebounds in the first quarter, you should probably take the over. I know this says under, but you should probably take the over on it because I think the over on that is, I think it's 165. I'll have to go back and double check, but I think it's 165 on the over on that. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I might as well check it right now. So first quarter rebounds. Yeah, the over is minus 142. Sorry, that's even better actually. And he had last game he had 3 rebounds uh, against Memphis. He had 3 rebounds first quarter. Dallas 3 rebounds and 2 rebounds against Houston in the first quarter. So he's hit that 3 games in a row. And the Lakers are 18th in rebounds allowed. They're not that good in the rebounding category, even with Anthony Davis in there. So PJ Washington without Luka in the lineup, I don't think Kyrie's back. Let me see. Kyrie is not back. Out with back spasms. Luka Doncic is out with calf strain. Daniel Gafford is out. I didn't know that. Okay. Okay, so that's even. Oh yeah, take the over. Take the over on that first quarter rebound, and then Dante Exum, of course, he's always out. Um, yeah, take the over on that one. Minus 142. I may change that in post. Yeah, I may change that in post. But as far as the Lakers go, Austin Reeves, you should probably not take that double double. I don't think Austin Reeves is going to get 10 assists because on the road, I think he did get 10 assists a couple times on the road, but there was somebody in the lineup. I'm just looking at the injury report. So JHS is out. He wasn't going to play anyway. Okay, yeah, and Anthony Davis, LeBron James, they're game time decisions as always. Jared Vanderbilt still out, and Cam Reddish is questionable. He's a game. Well, he's a game time decision. Sorry. So his assists, just so you guys know. So he had 10 assists last game against Houston in the loss, 6 against Atlanta, 11 against Portland, 10 against Cleveland, and he had 16 against Sacramento. So he's been over 10 for 5 of the last 6 games. But they say this is yeah, he's minus 119 to get over 7.5 assists now. I don't think he's gonna get to 10 though. Um, yeah, the last game against Dallas, which was last year, he had 7. But it's different. That's a different time. I don't know. That was kind of shaky. I don't trust that double double though. It's a good odds if you can get it, but I don't trust it. So play that at your own risk. Let me see. Minnesota and goes in to play New Orleans Pelicans. No Zion Williamson, but you guys knew that. I would say, if you hate money, yeah, you can go up against Rudy Gobert's 14 plus assists, under 11.5, plus 105. It's not a bad line, but the only thing is that he's going up against Ease Misses. I don't have him on the actual board today because for some reason he's intimidated by like height centers. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. I just work here part time. Um, so if you want to go points and assists, that one is he's been under that four games in a row. So 4 games in a row, he has not reached 10.5 on that. So if you want to go under with the 11.5, that's actually a pretty good one. The only problem is the New Orleans Pelicans are 25th in points allowed and 25th in assists allowed overall, and that is not good. So it's risky frisky. Uh, Try it at your own risk. Let me see, Atlanta and Utah. So Atlanta and Utah. Um, this is this is Atlanta's always exciting. Utah, sort of. Right now, it seems like the Utah guards, all they want to do is fight people now. Um, and Larry Markkinen, he kind of comes to work and does his thing, and then he leaves. He doesn't really have a whole lot of excitement to his game most of the time. So that game's not always a good game to watch unless Colin Sexton is going off or somebody else on the squad is doing their thing. But for this matchup, Colin Sexton for over 2.5 threes is that's a stretch. That's really a stretch just because you got Keontae. Um, I forgot his last name, but Keontae dominates the ball for Utah, and he shoots about 7 or 8 3-point. Actually, no, he shoots more than that. I think he shoots like 8 or 9 3-pointers a game, and that doesn't lead a whole lot of shots for everybody else. But I mean, if you want to take Colin Sexton, because Collins he's been playing well lately, but if you want to take him for 3-pointers, let me see. Last game he had 3. He had 2 against Miami. He had 4 against the New York Knicks, and then he missed the 2 games before that. So 2 out of the last 4 games, he's been over 3 3-pointers. Now the good news on that one, if you do take it, he is going up against a team in the Atlanta Hawks that are 30th in 3-pointers made allowed.
Damn. Okay.
So if anybody is going to do it, Colin Sexton has a very good chance of hitting 3 or more threes today. So there you go. That's yeah. Some of these stats and trends are kind of eye opening. You know, if you look at it from 1,000 feet up, you're gonna miss some of this stuff. You're gonna look at the teams. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, Boston's gonna kill Denver. But if you don't look inside to the insights of things, as far as why they would actually beat Denver or why Denver would actually have a chance against Boston, you're gonna miss a lot of good stuff. Like for one, you have Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown at over 1.5 steals. So the defensive guy that we know that we feel is a better defensive guy is Brown. Just because we think of Tatum as the scorer. Like
That's
he's
one
a
way to put
supreme
it.
scorer, which he is. Yeah, he definitely does his thing. Now the
Mm.
issue is that with that is that Tatum he had 2 steals last game against OKC. Had 1 against Houston. He had 2 against Minnesota, 1 against Toronto, 3 against Indiana, 3 against Indiana. So
Mm.
he can play a little defense too. If people
Mm.
forgot,
Mm.
um,
We didn't
you
forget.
could you could easily you could easily take. You stop with that. Well, you could easily take Tatum for over 1.5 steals tonight. Um, and in this case, you got Jaylen Brown, who they have him at 0.5 in some of the. So if you can get Jaylen Brown for 0.5 over steals, take it right now. Go get it now because it's
Are you
probably going to
taking it
be
on a parlay?
1.5. You could. You could and be safe with it if you could get Jaylen Brown at 1.5 or at 0.5. If Jaylen Brown is 1.5, don't parlay it. Do not parlay it. 1 steal against OKC, 1 against Toronto, 1 against Indiana. He had 4 against Indiana, and then the game before that he had 2 against Philly. So he's around 1 steal a game for the last 3 games, even though Denver is susceptible to turning the ball over. So
Now watch him have 4 steals today.
exactly. So if you do that, you can actually put them into a parlay, but round robin it, single bet it back, just in case he doesn't hit his threshold. But those 2 are good bets. Uh, Jokic for under 2.5 turnovers against Boston. That's highly unlikely. Boston's team defense is one of the best in the league. Um, they on the road, they're kind of helter skelter though. They're not as consistent, especially against the spread. They've been terrible against the spread this year. Turnovers for your boy, just to giving you guys a little bit extra that I usually just put into the Discord. But yeah, you know what? Today, why not? Why not? So turnovers. Where is the turnovers here? Turnovers for there it is. Nikola Jokic. So look at this. So if you trust it, Nikola Jokic has been under 2.5 turnovers for the last 8 straight games. And in those 8 straight games, he played San Antonio twice and Phoenix twice. But he only had 1 turnover against Cleveland. And that was last month. So that might be a decent bet, but if you want to take the over, It's minus 165, but if you take the under on that, what the trends look like, if you take under 2.5, it's plus 130. All right, so I hope you guys are writing that down. Um, that's really good. That's a really good Checo count, especially since the trends are headed that way. But you're looking at, like I said, against centers, um, Boston is number one in the entire NBA in forced turnovers. So that's what you're going up against. So keep that in mind when you're making your decisions. Whew, it's a crazy shekel world out there. Last one, we're looking at Miami going into Golden State, play against the Warriors. Of course, again, I couldn't get any good shekel counts on Steph Curry that would actually make sense. Um, the ones that will hit are the ones that are not giving any good shekel amounts for you. So I had to go alternative for you guys. Um, Steph Curry to have a triple double. That one's a good one. Plus 6,000. You can bet $1 and win about probably $60 on that one. The only problem with that is he doesn't have a triple double all season. So good luck with that one. Uh, that's what I'm talking. That's what I'm telling you. When I'm looking for these odds, this is what they're putting on the star players. We can't play that. Can't play any of that. It doesn't make sense. So what we'll go to is we'll go to like Terry Rozier for under 2.5 assists because if anybody has followed Terry Rozier's career, he's more of a shooting guard than he is a distributor. Um, he will shoot first and ask questions later. Now, with that said, last 5 games, he had 3 assists against Sacramento. He had 0 assists against Utah. He had 7 assists against Indiana. Those are his last 3 games. However, if you go and look at his point total, he had 18 last game, 8 the game before. He had 16 against Indiana, and he had 14 against Houston. So if you don't want his assists, because those are sporadic, you can definitely go for his points. Over 13.5 points against Golden State. Golden State actually plays the guard position pretty well. Point guards are number one in points allowed, but Terry Rozier is not really a point guard. So he's a shooting guard. So if you take that into account, the Warriors are 28th in points allowed to shooting guards. I may fix that in post too. I don't like Draymond Green's 5.5 assists, the over, just because I put it on there because I couldn't get Trey Jackson has his odds are terrible. Dennis Schroeder's odds are terrible. Buddy Hield under a block 0.5 is minus 600. Right, none of the odds make sense for Golden State except for Draymond Green's assist total, which he can reach. But he had 4 last game against Sacramento, 3 against Memphis, 7 against Philly, and 5 against Cleveland. So he's been under most of the time. That's why it's plus 10, 110. Um, you can choose that at your own risk, but I'm just letting you know. If you count Draymond Green as a small forward instead of a power forward, the Miami Heat are number 2 in the league in assists allowed, which means they don't allow a whole lot of assists to that position. Take Terry Rozier, take the points, take the over.
Terry, take me.
Yeah, if you feel frisky, go ahead and take the assist, but don't take the assist. The assist for under on Terry Rozier, but not the over on Green. On a side note, I still don't trust Maryland girls.
What? Okay, and on a side note, Bree Wayne is popping in here before we go into hockey. Um, so Bree Wayne is saying if Ash is out for extended time, I bet we start playing zone, especially with the speedy guards.
I don't think so.
Emily is agreeing. What did you say?
I don't think so.
What do you see? What
The
we heard?
reason why is that our overall height. Like we'll play some zone most likely, but zone the way that we're blocking out right now, which is almost non-existent, it makes it harder for you to block out in a zone, especially if you don't have the mentality to actually find a player and you're just going to off of your athleticism, which we do a lot. We do that a lot. So the zone is not going to help them rebound any better. What they'll most likely do is that they'll blitz. They'll blitz the taller teams. Like if they get it inside, we'll double down and then we'll rotate because we're athletic enough to actually get out to shooters and force them off of the threes. Um, Someone will have to have a monumental game where they actually make about 15 or 20 threes on us to actually win. That's it's too we're too athletic, we're too tall. We're still average height is taller than the average height for the top 10 in the nation right now. So if you go back and look at some of the starters, and then of course who we bring off the bench. So think about this. Just before we get into hockey, think about this. So without Ashland, we have um, if Sakima plays, he's what Sakima's what 6'3", 6'4". Uh,
6'5",
no,
six
she's 6'5".
five.
Adele Tech is 6'5", which she is going to play a little bit more. Maybe not a lot more, but she will be playing a little bit more. Fagan's 6'3". Chloe's about 6'2", 6'3". Um, Lay is about what 5'9", 5'10", somewhere around there.
Stop that. Lay is 6 feet. Don't do that. Lay
Six
told y'all
feet.
she
Okay,
said. Wait a
she's
minute.
six
Hold
feet.
on. Okay, y'all keep playing with me
Breezy's
about
about
Lay.
6'2".
Lay told y'all 6 feet. Come on,
6'1",
give
6'2".
her
Yeah,
6 feet.
6 feet. I know. She was
They say
adamant
They
about it.
say Breezy just 6 feet too, right? Is that
Yeah,
right?
something like that. Tessa's around 6 feet, 6'1". Um, Pow Pow's like 5'9", 5'10", something like that. So average height across the board. I forgot Everett's a 6'3", in athletics. So I mean, the teams that we're gonna face, they may have a little bit taller athlete, but our athleticism will basically nullify a lot of what the height advantage that other teams may have. Um, and our defense. So our defense, as far as the quickness goes, I'm not worried about that part. Of course, yes, I am worried about the rebounding part of things because we have gotten out rebounded on a couple of times this year on offense. So we just need to make sure that we close down the defensive runouts. We want to make sure that if we're not gonna block out as well, we might as well chase down the loose balls and actually get out on the break because fast break points are going up as the season has gone on, which is bad news for everybody else.
You said Fagan just don't seem like she can jump high enough for rebounds. Fagan's just not a 5. Fagan is a 4,
She's a
and I wish we
natural
could see.
four.
Yeah, I wish we could see her in a natural in a forward position next to a big. But um, you know what goes under? She may not be rebounding very well, but let me tell you something that goes underrated for Fagan. Those passes, Fagan's passes,
Yeah,
man.
she's good. She's a good passer.
Woo, my
Definitely
goodness.
a good passer.
Uh, her pass is underrated. Rebounding, especially defensive rebounding, has been subpar. Yeah, we got to lock in. We need that. That's even with Ash on the floor. So
Mm-hmm.
we gotta lock in. It's time to lock in. We gotta box out. But we'll figure it out. Chloe is shorter than Fagan, but she rebounds better.
Yeah, look, well,
She
you
puts
see
herself
those
in a better
arms?
position,
Yes, she got
and she put herself in a better position too.
she got tree branches for arms. Her arms are just ridiculously long.
Yeah, you see Chloe go over the back. She was down there. When she went
Yeah,
over the back of that girl,
without
she
touching
almost
her,
covered it.
but you
Okay.
got her a little bit.
I went
That
back and
was
I watched
funny.
the Dream Shake. I went back and watched the Dream Shake a couple of times.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I tell
Chloe definitely hit the Dream Shake. Are y'all ready for Chloe Kids? They told me
you.
about it in the Discord, and I was like, I wasn't even paying attention. I saw Chloe, and I went back and watched it. Hit the Dream Shake, and then
Yeah,
and then the shot. Did y'all see it?
it was nice.
Chloe with the Dream Shake. Okay,
Mm-hmm. That
that's
goes to Nancy Joyce. Yeah,
oh yeah, but Chloe's Dream Shake. That's a move that people should be afraid of.
yeah.
That's a move that Chloe didn't have a Dream Shake in her bag last year.
No,
I don't remember seeing the Dream Shake in her bag
not at
last year.
all.
The Dream Shake in her bag is scary hours for
Mm-hmm.
everybody that's trying to guard her, and she's
Mm-hmm.
not afraid to shoot that thing either.
Exactly.
But we digress. Back to NHL. Sorry, guys.
All right, NHL. Let's get in here and get a few shekels. So, guess what? I may be experimenting with
What
going
you got?
forward. So, I did find the exact score match for hockey. So basically, you can guess the final scores on hockey. And
Excuse me, 1 second, MJ. 1 second. I'm
oh
sorry.
yeah, no problem, no
For
problem.
those of y'all that need to see that Dream Shake, that's gonna be at the seven. Go about the 7:52 mark of the third quarter. It's about the 7:52 mark of the third quarter. You'll be able to see Chloe get into that Dream Shake right about 7:50. Let's start about
Dream
7:52. Yeah,
shake.
on Sunday. Yeah, on Sunday, about 7:52 in the third would be the Dream Shake for Chloe. Okay.
I
Yeah,
love it.
yeah, about 7:52. Okay, guys. There we go. Sorry.
No, I love it. I love it. With that said, I'm just going through some of the subtle bets to see how close I was on some of these scores. So it was there was a few that if I flip flopped them, they would have came out. I did guess one of the scores out of four right, which was fantastic. Actually, no, that's right. I got two, so I got one on each ticket. I did four games on each ticket, and I got one on each ticket right. So basically, I put up for those four games. Yeah, so I put a quarter shekel on the parlay for those four, which if they would have hit, I think they would have been like $1,100, which is I think it's what is that? That's about four. What is that? Four? Is that 4,500 to one? Yeah, 4,500 to one,
Oh
which is
goodness.
good. But since I hit one on each one of those tickets, that cost me $1.25. I got $2.25 back on both of them, so I made a profit. Made a two shekel profit, even though I only hit one out of the four on each one of the tickets. So I'm
That's
just
what we're
telling
here
you,
for.
guys,
Building
don't
the
have.
bankroll.
Yeah. Keep the bankroll. The bankroll still grows even when you miss. As long as you hit on a few that are on your round robins or your single bets, you're going to get your shekel count is going to stay stable. When you hit, it's going to be great. You know, especially when you go make your bets and you go to sleep, you wake up in the morning and all of a sudden you hit a 40 to one that you didn't think you were going to hit. Like oh, that's fantastic. So just be ready for that. Now, with that said, on with our regularly scheduled program. Edmonton goes into Boston. These are most of these are going to be EV plus bets, so be careful about putting these together. I would actually take one or the other, especially if they're on the same team. Don't take both of these unless um, you know that these are going to be high scoring games. Most of these are not going to be high scoring games. And in hockey, I know that's an oxymoron because usually the scores are like 3-2 or something like that, 2-1. Um, this one, Brad Marchant, over 2.5 shots on goal. I think he's right at that number. He's either at two or he's at three for the last 3 or 4 games. So you can take that one, take the over on that one, good -105. Ottawa and Detroit. Patrick Kane is usually a safe bet to get a point. You may want to jump into Dylan Larkin for the point and the shots on goal because he is a center and he does get active sometimes, and he's been pretty active the last few games from what the research said. So you may get away with taking both of his on that one. Tread lightly. Let's see. Dallas Stars go into New York to play the Rangers. Trocheck over one point 0.5. He's been active too. That's your best bet there. Matt Duchene. I'm not sure about him this game. Um, Let me see. The Blue Jackets of Columbia going to Pittsburgh to play against Sid the Kid. Not sure if Sidney Crosby's playing tonight. He might be sitting out. Um, but with that said, Wierenski, he's popped big on this one. The assist is kind of risky, even though it's at minus 150. Uh, Sean Monahan, if you want something that's safer with either an assist or a goal, take him for over a 0.5. Carolina and Tampa Bay. Martin Neckes snuck up on my list again. This guy has absolutely burned money for me, which is not a good thing for half the season. So I'm getting away from him. Jake Gutendale, take your points at minus 162. He'll be active. Toronto plays against Philadelphia Flyers. Austin Matthews, one of the best, if not the best, hockey player in the league. Um, this over 0.5 assists. If you can get the points on him, it's not going to give you as many shekels, but he's most likely going to get points, and they might make you do 1.5 points. That's going to be a risky too, just because he's that good. But if you want to be risky, you can take him for the plus 122. Tyson Forrester for the goal. Stay away from that. Even though it's at home, stay away from that. Let me see. St. Louis Blues play against the Minnesota Wild. Um, Matt Zuccarello over 0.5 assists. Plus 102. That's a good wager to have on that one. I'd take that one over Brendan. Let me see. Nashville, Winnipeg, Jonathan Marsault. The points minus 111. I think that one. I like that one over even Morrissey, even though Morrissey is going to be active. Um, it's a better shekel count for Jonathan, so I'm taking that one. I'll probably put Morrissey on the ticket too, just because he's minus 150. Calgary and Anaheim. Shots on goal at 1.5 is kind of iffy, but he's 80% in the last 5 games on shots on goal. So he's been 2 shots on goal, 4, 3, and 2. So he's been over the last 4 games. He missed 5 games ago. And shots on goal allowed by Anaheim, they're 31 in the league. So I guess you can take that one. That seems like a safe bet. And then the last one, Las Vegas Knights go in to play against San Jose Sharks. I know I flipped these around, but Jack Eichel, 1.5 points and over. That one's a trap bet. That is an absolute trap bet because, and I gotta prove this real quick before we get into the meat and potatoes here, the finale. So Eichel, not to be confused with Einhorn. I don't know why I keep thinking of it every time I see that name. He is, from when I picked him, I did this with him a few times, and he absolutely burned me. And you know what? I don't even see him on my cheat sheet. That's how much. Yeah, see, I knew it. I think, or maybe they took him off. Oh, they did take him off. Oh, you might not even be able to get that bet. Yeah, it's probably a good thing. So take Tyler Toffoli for over 0.5 points plus 115. It's a tough match. They're at home though, and that's the only reason why I would say take Matt Toffoli is because they are at home. And oh no, there he is. There's Eichel. All right, so Eichel, just going into his, I want to, it's got because 1.5 is a good wager to take if he's hit it, and he has. So he did hit. He had 2 points last game against Buffalo. 2 points against Philadelphia Flyers. Those 2 teams are not good, so they're not that good. And he's going up against another not so good team in San Jose. All right, So assists allowed 30th in the league, goals allowed 29th in the league. Go ahead and take the two. Take 1.5. Go ahead and take it. Spent like 8 million minutes telling you not to take him, and all the trends are saying that he's gonna hit it with ease. So take it. Take them
Take
both.
it, take it, take it, take them both.
Man. Yeah. Yeah. That's interesting. Oh, HCI TV is in the house. Welcome, welcome, nephew.
He say, Big Daddy Long Dog himself. Pause. What's good? On my who are you at work? Key on me, Daddy. So nobody responded to that email. Time to apologize. And I know you put apologize up there. I know that you put apologize up there and not apologize. I knew. And you put it up there on purpose like that for me to read it. It ain't misspelled. Apologize is what you meant, ain't it? Tell me I'm wrong,
Apollo
nephew.
lie. No, he
Let's
meant
go.
Apollo lie.
Yeah,
He meant
he meant
Apollo
what he
lie.
wrote. My nephew meant what he wrote. Believe me. Believe me, he meant it just like he wrote it. Wasn't no mistake.
Yeah, we were just talking about that
Uh,
last night. Any
uh,
apology that comes out from them, if it comes out, is not going to be genuine. It's just going to be milk toast. It's going to be exactly what they're supposed to do. It's not going to be. We already we know they ain't sorry. Sorry, not sorry. That's basically what that's going to be.
okay, so if you believe that somebody else was managing her social media and made the post for her, is there an
Now,
apology that she could give that you would respect or take?
well, yeah. I mean, as long as it's by the book. I mean, you could. I mean, to be honest with you,
By
in
the
the
book is
real
too late
world,
now. The by the book said this should have happened by now. So
yeah,
now,
yeah,
so we not by the book no more, MJ. You gotta tell
yeah.
we done left the book alone. So we
That is
moving on.
true.
We moving at our own recipe. Look like right now. So uh,
If
can she
if
still? And I
it,
think that
it
she can.
if it cites not only this incident on why she was suspended, and it actually acknowledges that I know this happened before, then yes, then I would definitely accept it, because you're accepting responsibility for what actually happened. Now, if it's just, hey, this will never happen again, or I just want to move forward, that type of thing, then no, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, they did what they were supposed to do, and they want to just keep pushing.
That's fine too. That's fine too. Yeah, yeah. Run them likes up, please. First, make sure y'all are following. Welcome to HDI TV. My nephew over there keeping it real. So for me,
Yeah,
it's not like you
exactly,
can't. The
boy.
dog can't eat my homework from this point forward. Blah blah blah. You saw that Chlorilla shake. You saw that. You saw that Chlorilla shake.
Yeah, yeah,
My account was hacked.
exactly.
All of that. See, you can't do that now because it was the post, and then there's everything after that you would have to speak to. And the only way that you can speak to that is either I had a kid running my social media, because to me, no responsible adult makes those actions, right?
Exactly.
It's not that the actions of a responsible adult. So unless there was a youngster running your social media, your sister, your cousin, your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. Um,
Yeah, but we wouldn't know that
the
though.
only thing that you could say now is like, "Yo, I'm young and I'm learning." And,
Yeah,
and and you have to own all of those things for me. You would have to own all of those things for me, and then move forward. If you can own it, then we can go from there. But you got to
yeah,
own it. Got to own it. Got to stand on
exactly,
it.
exactly. I agree.
Got to stand on it. But that's not gonna let us. That's not gonna keep us from doing what we got to do, which is what
Mr. Lava Lava.
moonshots of the day, baby. The moonshots of the day. What you got?
All right, got a couple of moonshots for you. I'm looking at David Pasternak. It's not much of a moonshot. I think this is more or less is kind of a to keep the record a little bit strong. Over 3.5 shots on goal. He's hit that in the last 3 games, so I don't see why he won't do it tonight. And Derek White, under zero point 0.5 assists. That one's a risky frisky for sure. Just because they're gonna be passing the ball around in Denver. First quarter is hit or miss for Dallas or for Boston, just because they have so many 3-point shooters And Derek White most of the time will make the extra pass unless he hits his first one. If he hits his first 3 early, he'll shoot first and ask questions later.
All right. Not too early for the moonshots. Not too early for the moonshot. 'Cause after a moonshot, all you can get is y'all know who he is. MJ
Oh boy.
Lover 23, Mr. Lover Lover. Big Daddy Long Dong himself. Y'all know what it is. It's the extra long dong shots of the day, baby. The extra long dong shots of the day. Give them to him.
All right, so we got a few in here. I know we got Ratty Gale for Michigan. That one's a pretty good investment. Josh Green looks to be over 1.5 steals and blocks. So I'm trying to, and before let me get off because he's the only one I'm going to do in this segment. I saw him, and I had to pick him up because there's somebody's missing from Charlotte this game, and like I said before, when I narrow down some of these picks, I'll actually put some of the reasons why I'm picking certain people, and I think there's a key person out in this game, and I gotta double check to make sure you guys know why you should be picking him, Josh Green, as one of the guys. Let me see, over 1.5. Who's out today? That Seth Curry is a game time decision. Now, Seth Curry doesn't play a whole lot of minutes, but when he does play minutes, those are Josh Green's minutes, too, right? So if he doesn't play, Josh Green is going to get that over, and he should get it pretty easy. This says, hold on, steals and blocks. Yeah, so he got it last game against Cleveland, and that was one of the best teams in the league. Now they're playing against the Phoenix Suns, who they're not the best team in the league, but they are. They're 12 in steals allowed, 16 in blocks allowed. So that's kind of middle of the pack. So they have a chance. He has a chance to actually hit that again. It looks like it'll be mostly steals, so you may want to just go with the steals. The steals are at 0.5, and he's hit that 2 games in a row. The steals, though, is at minus 137. But if you take the steals and blocks, which would mean he get 2 steals, it would be plus 165. All right, so those are the decisions that you have to make for yourself. I can't make them for you. I can just give you the information.
That's half the battle, ain't it?
Yep.
No one's half the battle. Ain't that what they say?
That's what G.I. Joe said, right?
Yo, Joe. Who's your favorite? Who is your favorite character on G.I. Joe? This is important. Now,
Snake Eyes.
Snake really?
Eyes. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Snake Eyes was a G.
You know who I like?
Yeah. Who?
You know who I like? Shipwreck.
Yeah, Shipwreck was cool.
I don't know why. Shipwreck was one for me. Snake Eyes, okay, I got you.
Yeah,
Yo,
so
Joe,
Shipwreck
right?
Shipwreck didn't care. he did not.
It was a ship. The ship didn't already wreck. You know what I mean? Like what?
Alpine. Oh yeah, Alpine. That's right.
Damn.
Yeah, Alpine
okay, FM. Okay, FM was a real Yo Joe. Okay. Yeah, no, for me, yeah, the ship had already wrecked. Shipwreck was like whatever we need, let's get it. So yeah.
Snake Eyes was a G. He had an answer for everything. He could beat everybody's ass. He was the sneakiest. He was the most successful.
Snake Eyes was your one.
Yeah, he was the one.
Sound like original G.I. Joe too. I don't know nothing about no new stuff. I don't know.
Not the new
G.I. Joe. All the
original.
I don't.
Original G.I. Joe.
I'm not talking about the movie G.I. Joe. I'm not talking about that.
No. Snake Eyes didn't do. He didn't do the and no one's half the battle segments of that. So he was nowhere near that.
he
didn't say shit exactly.
Yeah, Snake Eyes didn't say shit. He just did dirty work. See,
he just did his work.
Okay, for sure. I don't know why it was Shipwreck for me. I don't know why.
That's hilarious.
Good trip down memory lane.
All right, here's the Bree Wayne section. Let's see how this flies.
You know what? You are so funny. You are so funny. So
Pre-wave.
funny. So here we
That
go.
is your real name.
This new segment that we got coming up.
Flint was cool. Yeah.
Big Daddy Long Dong himself. MJ Lovers, winner dimes, baby, winner dimes. Get the
Did
money,
you
get
put
the
a hat
money,
on
get
me?
the
You put a
money.
winter hat on me.
Yeah, it's still winter time. It's still
Oh,
winter
that
time.
is good. That is so
Yeah,
good. That's
it was still
good.
winter time. So I wanted to
And
make sure we kept put some dimes down there.
put the dimes.
Yeah,
Okay.
you
All
hear
right.
me?
All right.
Look, it's approved. It's approved too.
Is it approved?
She likes it. Look, gay little. You know what I mean? It's dime time.
Oh, good.
It's dime time, y'all. What you got?
When I get back on camera, I'm gonna have to have some of these hats ready for y'all too. So. Yeah, we'll get the costumes going too. All right, so the winner dimes, Javon Smalls for West Virginia, 23.5 over as minus 122. It's a good actual bet. Jonathan Taves, or Tavares, over 0.5. He's active. That's a good bet too. Minus 40. Still a good shekel count, even though it's a little bit high on the higher side that we're used to. And Wyatt Johnston for Dallas, points over 0.5, 170. Putting all of these in the parlay, all three of these in the parlay, running them back with single bets and a round robin. These should all be pretty solid. If one of them misses, we'll get our money back.
If one of them misses, we get our money back. This is how it goes.
Even if two of them miss, we're going to get 75% of our money back on the round robin run back. So that's the beauty of it. Embrace it.
Okay, and Emily approves too. Okay, Emily approves too. We
Kept the dime part.
We gotta get Emily. We gotta get Emily. So we got Ella the L is the agent. S dot is TMZ. We gotta get Emily. Emily
Yeah,
a name.
we gotta get her a moniker.
We gotta get Emily a moniker or something. Emily's role. Your role here is changing, kid. Your role here is changing, Emily. Your role here is changing. Your role here is changing. We gotta buy.
There's something in there. We'll find it.
Gotta try the intro for the Wonder Dimes though. I didn't like that one.
What?
My goodness. Some kind of audio intro too? You need so come up with a song. Sing a song, Greenway.
Yeah.
Sing a song, play it too. I mean, goodness gracious. You
sing a song.
Right, yeah. What is it? Write a rap. Do something. What? Oh no. Emily's role here is changing. We gotta come up.
Yeah, we gotta come up with something. Yeah, we'll come up with something. We'll probably do it in the Discord.
Yeah.
Welcome to the group. You're not
Emily been here in the group. Emily, but she kind of like a Swiss Army knife a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like because Emily do a little bit of everything.
Yeah,
a little bit of everything.
Exactly.
Yeah, gotta think of that. We gotta come up with something.
Sing a song.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. You don't have to worry about me.
I'm just saying, this might be the wrong show for the songs, but I'm just saying.
we gotta come up. We gotta come up with something.
We'll come up with something.
we got facts. Russell, only bring the facts to the chat.
Hey.
Down the Instagram for us.
Mr. Facts, baby.
Yeah, she said she wanted a jingle as well. Ain't that something?
A jingle?
Yeah, she wanted a jingle as well.
What do we look like? What is? Man, if we make any jingles, we trying to make money off of it.
Okay, you low key messy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, fair enough.
Wait a minute. You probably should have been a wrench. You probably should have been a wrench then.
Possibly.
Emily should have been a wrench.
Yeah, I don't know if she has that quick trigger though.
Oh no, Emily be quick with it. I see Shay Butter Baby joined on the Instagram. Appreciate the support, fam. Low key messy, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. That's dangerous.
Okay.
But
you need somebody like that. You need somebody like that.
Dangerous.
Yeah, because that's ear to the streets. Emily Jones, ear to the streets. Emily Jones is our ear to the streets.
Ear to the
Yeah,
streets.
ear to the streets. That's the ear to the streets over.
Interesting.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
That was good.
Now we
Yeah,
need
so
it. Now we need a jingle. What kind of
now
jingle
keep
sound
us
like
up
giving
to
her dime?
date. We need some updates today. So if anybody finds out anything, put it in the Discord. Updates on Aston Watkins, updates on Maddie.
Huggy Bear, ear to the streets. Yeah, see, oh, you block ninjas. Yeah, Emily definitely got to be a wrench.
Yeah,
She
she's a
block ninjas.
blogger. Yeah, she's a
Yeah,
blogger.
make sure you send your link. Make sure you send your link, Emily. You got to be a wrench. But
Are
yeah,
we
Emily
calling Emily
is our
Huggy
ear.
Bear? Is
Emily
she
is
Huggy
ear to the
Bear?
streets. That's
I
ear
don't
to the
know if she's
streets
Huggy
right
Bear
there.
though.
S Dot will deliver the TMZ photos. Y'all know S Dot is TMZ.
Huggy Bear was a snitch.
Nah, yeah, Emily ain't no snitch. Emily is just ear to the streets. Emily is ear to the streets.
Yeah, Huggy Bear was a snitch. I don't know about that one.
No, no. Emily like, what? Huggy Bear? Not Huggy Bear. Ear to the
One of my
streets.
favorite characters on Starsky and Hutch, I tell you. Mm-hmm. Something you
I
young
see.
folks don't know nothing about.
Something they don't know nothing about.
Nothing about it.
Nah, not nosy news. Not nosy news. She more hood than that.
Nah.
She ain't. It ain't gossipy. It ain't gossipy. It's
The actual factuals. You only be in there with me
It's
when
like
the trolls show up.
Emily is like for your information. You know what I'm saying? For your information. Yeah, this is what it is.
Yeah, she be in there with me when the trolls show up.
Yeah. Don keeping Ash stuff quiet just make me nervous. To be honest, not looking good.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm thinking worst case scenario, she probably is out until the end of February. But then again, she might be back next week. So there you go.
So they had practice, but she didn't invite the media today. How you know, Bree-Wayne? Because it was already time for them to be there, or what?
Mm-hmm. Bree-Wayne down there. She had practice.
I guess so.
Yeah. Send us some pictures, please.
So do you have anybody in the fam that could just pull by the campus right now?
Yeah, exactly. Somebody down there.
Like, who's near the campus? I need somebody to pull up on the campus and let me know what y'all see out there. Let me know what's going on.
I know Dr. Truckenstein's nowhere near there, so you can't ask him.
But I am back at what time did I say I was coming back? After Dawn's radio show. So after the radio show, I'm back with Gamecock and we'll talk Gamecocks. Hopefully we'll have some updates.
When is the radio show again?
6 p.m.
6 p.m. Oh yeah, so yeah, it's a while ago. All right, well, I don't know. I don't think I'll be back for that, but hopefully I'll be just in time to hear the news about whatever happens in that.
If something breaks before then, I'll let y'all know. Game Glocks. Cow. That's right. Game Glizzies.
Oh boy.
Game Glocks loaded.
Oh boy.
So yeah, we gonna game cocking and then not cow. So Freeway, you gotta pew then cow.
Oh boy.
Like that.
Yikes. Yikes, I tell you. All right, so this ticket is looking okay right now.
Okay, ticket's looking okay. Good.
Yeah, it's not the long shot one though. I'm just putting in the moon shots and an extra long shot now. So a couple of those, putting them together, get a nice little plus 1,000 in there.
And I did, and I don't even usually turn all my alerts on. I got all my alerts turned on.
Do you?
I reached out to my local people to see if they've heard anything, seen anything, know anything. I haven't heard anything. So if I get an update, I will share an update. Other than that, Y'all got the bets. Y'all know where to find us. We in the Discord and around here until later on today, and never ever say uncle. We don't.
Never ever say uncle. We are still not saying uncle around here.
I guess we'll see you later. Yeah, I'm back. We back. I'm back later on. I'm back later on today with Game Cocking with Cess and the CC show. And with that, y'all know what it is. Until next time, y'all stay tuned. Talk soon.